what are your duties between you and Chris for your blogging business? Okay, she teaches the Spanish, but on the blog itself, like, do you both do photos?
She handles the majority of photos, is you. I do the bulk of the blogging. In the beginning of 2013, before her surgery, or at the beginning of this year, 2014, before her surgery, we had started translating existing blog posts from our stuff in the Riviera Maya over into Spanish. And so I do the rough translations, and then I hand it off to her to do the editing. Like last night, the contract last night. She edited I sent the client in Mexico City, I sent him the English contract and then also a Spanish version of the contract as well. So she handles the final edits on all of my Spanish stuff. But she does handle the bulk of photography. I handle the bulk of the videography, but she also has her own series on YouTube called Viajes con Cristina, which is Travels with Cristina, and that's all in Spanish. So she's got, I don't know how many episodes we've done. I think it's like 16 or 18 episodes over the last year and a half. We just put up, how many episodes did we do in Palenque? Palenque, Misahal, and so we did 3 new videos. Yeah. So we did 3 new videos like in August. Those are the first ones we'd done since around February when she was out of commission this summer. But so she does that, and then like I said, she does the photography. But I handle all of the blogging. And I handle all of the business side of things, the social media strategy. For example, what we're getting ready to go do in Belize next month, I'll be doing all of the training. But while I'm busy in training sessions, she'll be out filming the resort, taking photos of the resort, taking random candid photos of animals, plants, sunrise, sunset, lunch, dinner, of me teaching the classes. And then when I do my presentations, she usually is the one recording my presentations. So she helps me on the back end with a lot of the administrative side of things in terms of helping get all that put together professionally.
Okay, fantastic. So tell us a little bit about what your day is like. So the 18-hour day, what is it you're doing specifically for 18 hours in your day?
I get up about 6 every morning, and I go to bed about midnight. And it depends on client work because I also do stuff for clients. So like right now, I have Marginal Boundaries, but I also have a Spanish page that I'm handling. I came on board in May. They had 65,000 followers in May on Facebook. We now have 130,000 followers as of a couple days ago. So I've grown that exponentially over the course of this summer. I helped them develop their first product. Now we're developing 3 new products for the end of the year. That's a side project. That takes about 4 hours of my day. That also includes a web comic that I'm doing 3 times a week. And then I also manage an online. We're doing a MMORPG, which is a massively multiplayer online role-playing game. So I've got a team of 8 guys that I'm managing right now. We're about 7 months into development on that. So I spend about 4 hours a day on that. And then the rest of the time is with Marginal Boundaries. And usually in the morning, from about 6 until 10, I'm answering emails and doing some random social media, publishing whatever new blog posts I have, as well as meeting with my development team for the video game. And then from 10 until 2 or 10 until 1, I've got a personal assistant that I meet up with twice a week. So twice a week I have a meeting with him on Skype. The days that I'm not meeting with him on Skype, I'm usually doing things like what I'm doing with you right now in that time bracket. I'm doing interviews and Skype calls and Google Hangouts and everything else. And in the afternoons, I'll usually take a break, maybe take a nap for a little while, and then I'll come back and I'll do more blog posts, writing, as well as research, development, client work, answering more emails, ongoing social media management, strategizing, and usually do my research in the evening hours. So when I'm going over data and doing my split testing and checking my pay-per-clicks for the day and making sure that all of the ad campaigns are working well, that's usually done in the evening hours. And then, usually around 8 o'clock, I'll finish up around 8 to 10, usually more or less in the 8 to 10 bracket. Sometimes I'll actually push till midnight, but usually around 10 is my cutoff point. And I've also, because we just brought on a new artist with our other game project, so I'm meeting up with him like 8 to 10 at nights and going over the next piece of artwork that he's working on. So I stay busy, always stay busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, todo el tiempo estamos ocupados. You know, and she does because right now she came. For those who don't know, I mean, you guys can read about this on the blog. I don't want to, you know, take up too much time, but in March, she had an ectopic pregnancy, and we lost the baby, and so she had a surgery, and that put her out of commission. So she's been here resting up since March, and just in the beginning of August has felt like she was finally able to start going and doing stuff. So recently she's getting back on her feet. We went and did the 3 new videos. Those are the first ones, and you can even see in the videos like she's going up the temples with your umbrella like a cane, because she's still, you know, still has residual pain from that. But she's back on her feet now, so we're going to be getting ready to do what we're doing in Belize. We got 30 days down there. We're going to be going down and mentoring a resort, teaching their head of marketing and their head of blogging for 30 days. We're also going to be doing some fam trips with the Belizean government, as well as some other stuff that's for our blog, and she's going to be back doing that. So there's going to be some new Viajes con Cristina episodes. She's going to be handling all the photography while we're down there. But it's pretty light as far as hiking goes. But here she's been doing that and helping with the kids and the restaurant and her sisters here. So it's been more family work for her instead of Marginal Boundaries work. You've been resting the last few months pretty much.
That's
So
good. Yeah. Wow. Well, it certainly sounds like being a full-time blogger is much more than I guess I've heard of. It's mucho trabajo.
es
¿Sí?
verdad, es mucho trabajo haciendo esto por un blog.
Sí, sí.
Yeah, she's giving me the looks like, oh, yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work if you want to do this professionally. But that is, you know, I was talking in a Facebook group recently, and that's one of the topics that came up, and I said, you know, part-time results are the result of part-time efforts. So the only way to get the full-time results is to put in the full-time effort. So if you want to do this for a living, I put in more hours with my blog than I ever did as a construction worker, and I used to work a lot of hours in construction. The difference is that with this, because there's so many different things you're doing, it's never just let's go to the beach. It's let's go to the beach and, you know, we're going to take photos, we're going to do video, we're going to go have lunch, but all of that is, you know, if we go do that for the day, if we go to the beach for the day, maybe 30% is for the blog, and the other 70% is for us. So then we have all those videos and photos for ourselves, but we never just go to the beach. We don't just go on a picnic. We don't just go somewhere, because you always have to be thinking about, well, how can I take this and turn it into a story that my readers want to read? How can I turn this into the next story that I can pitch to the media outlets? How can I turn this into the next story that I can earn a sponsorship with? You know, how can I generate an ROI with this piece of content? So you always have to be thinking, at least from my perspective, it's always thinking about the business side of things, and we don't ever do just anything just for, that might sound a little boring, but it's not that we don't have fun, but we never just look at something and say, we're going to go do that just for fun. We're going to do that for fun, and we're also going to make money out of that. So it's always a business and pleasure mixture.
Great point of view. Great point of view.